guys, my name's Tiana. Welcome to my channel. Okay, so I don't really know how to introduce this video, but basically a couple days ago I was lying in bed and I was like, I don't really like how my life's going. And this thought was just like, oh my god, like it just wouldn't leave me. Like usually I'm able to be like, blah, I don't want to deal with you right now or anything. But this was just like staying there. It's like, your life is like not what you want it to look like by this point. What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about this? What are you going to do about this? I need you to figure it out. And so, and I thought that was crazy. So I was like, why am I thinking about this? And then I realized it was June 3rd. In 6 months, I'm going to be turning 21, and I think my brain was sending off signals like, you need to start figuring things out, or you're going to be turning 21, and just more years are going to be passing you by. And so, yeah. So now I'm going to be, because of this anxiety that I had, I decided that I'm going to start my 6-month journey of trying to change my life as much as I possibly can. Like, I don't understand how I'm 21. Like, I don't know how to understand how I'm 20, and I have no idea how I'm more than likely going to be turning 21. I don't want to get, like, morbid or anything, but I guess there's a possibility I might not if I die. I don't know if I should knock on wood. Okay, but anyways, more than likely, I'm going to be turning 21. And I'm just, like, I still kind of feel like 17 was the last time that I aged. I don't know, like, I don't feel any different than what I did when I was 17 years old to now when I'm going to be 21. There's actually a lot of things that changed when I really think about it, but there's some things, like things I've been telling myself I want to do for such a long time and just didn't do it, you know what I mean? And so I don't want another year going by, you know, going 21 to 22 where I'm just like, oh, I haven't changed at all, or I never did this even though I've always wanted to, blah, blah, blah. So I'm going to be trying to grow as a person as much as I possibly can, learn as much as I possibly can, break as many horrible habits that I possibly can break, yeah, but in 6 months. And I'm going to take you guys along with me, and my hope is that first, it'll just be a cool thing, you know. Obviously I don't have that big of a YouTube, but it'll be cool thing, like this is mainly for me. It'd be cool if other people watch it, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. Because, you know, 10 years from now, I can look back, or even just, like, once the 6-month journey is over, I'm going to look back and be like, wow, I really put that work in for my future self. So, yeah, so that's what my hope is to do here. That's the biggest goal I have for myself, is that I just make myself proud. And then I hope that maybe somebody else, even just 1 or 2 people, can watch this video and be like, you know, it's never, you know, like you're never too old to want to do better for yourself, want to love yourself more, and take steps that will show your future self that you love them. Yeah. And so that's my hope. And then maybe you'll document it too, and then you two could be like a little baby diary for yourself. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's why I'm documenting this and not just like doing this on my own. I just think it'll be a cool thing for myself and for anybody that watches this. And then the next thing I want to jump on is to what got me here, because I think sometimes, you know, you watch those, oh, how I changed my life, or look at my weight loss journey, and you forget that there was so much build up to before that person even reached step 1, if that makes sense. And that has definitely been true for myself. I have been wanting to change for, I guess, 2 years now, really. When I think it was almost 2 years, probably like a year and a half. But it was towards the end of my senior year when I got rejected to all of my colleges that I had applied to except for one. And it was all my fault because I'm a major procrastinator, and I didn't turn my applications in on time and was shocked, floored, when I didn't get into the colleges I wanted. I was like, what? I was like, you're a whole day late, sis. What did you expect? So yeah, that happened, and I realized how much of my identity I placed into school and to the college I was going to go to, and I had sabotaged myself. Yeah, and then from there it was just like, oh, identity crisis, blah. Realized I didn't know who I was as a person, there was a lot of things that I was just disappointed in character-wise that I hadn't noticed until now. I think sometimes the way high school, like how life is just set up in general, but definitely high school, it causes everybody to like have a huge ego sometimes and maybe some narcissistic habits. Like, I was shocked when I left my little bubble and was like, oh my gosh, there's other people. And I'm saying this as somebody that moved around as a kid. Like, I moved states. And yet, somehow, when I left, I was like, wow, life's real. I don't know. Something just happened. And so, there's a lot of character traits I didn't like about myself. That I started noticing. Just things that I was like, you know, you're 18 years old. Why is this a habit that you have? And I realized mental health was a thing. Like, that was never something talked about really in my household. So when I figured out, like, how important the health of your mind is, I was shocked. I was like, wow. And in that time frame of 18 to where I am, to almost where I am right now, maybe a couple months ago, but I was 20, I became extremely sad. I've been, like, depressed before, but never to this extent, if that makes sense. And then I hit 18, and then it was just, like, depression. It was like, oh, you're sad. And, so got depressed. I gained hella weight, people. Like, when I say I gained weight, I'm not like, oh my god, like, I gained 10 pounds. Bro, I gained 50 pounds. Like, no joke, on God, like, 50 pounds. And when I tell you I didn't notice, I didn't notice. I literally, like, weighed myself, and I was like, so that happened. And I'm 5'9". That's what I was going to say. I'm 5'9". So I should have known, but I was just, you know, sometimes when you get that sad, nothing's important. Like, you can't, like, nothing. So got sad, got fat, or heavier, yeah. My hygiene, like, my self-care just was, like, blah, horrible. And it's still something I have to break certain habits of. So, yeah, that happened. A couple of other things happened. I stopped being vegan. I was vegan for over a year. And on top of that, for 2 years I was vegetarian. So 2 years vegetarian, transferred to vegan. So 3 years not eating meat. I started eating meat again. I stopped working out, obviously, since I gained 50 pounds. But I went from playing basketball and weightlifting every single day, like, no joke, you guys, every single day, to doing nothing. Like, my working out was walking in class, and I gave myself a high five for that, too. But I literally was getting no form of exercise at all. So, yeah, so I jumped up to 200 pounds. And I think those are the biggest changes that happened, not being a vegan, gaining weight, and getting sad. Not in that particular order. And, and then I dropped, I forgot the biggest part. I dropped out of college. And now I'm currently back in college doing a complete different major, complete 160. I don't know. And, yeah, I keep getting so distracted. Dropped out of college, and that's when things started changing. So that was dropping out of college of the fall of 2019. And now we're in the summer of 2020. So it's been a big gap, you know, between then. And now I am at the point where I've lost a couple pounds. I've lost like 15 or 16 pounds. And that's just from, like, not being sad anymore and, like, eating decently. Not amazing. I'm just not eating, like, trash like I was before. So it just wasn't really from exercising or changing my diet extremely. It was more of I just started caring for myself a bit more. And now we are finally at step 1. And you could argue that this is actually like step 150 million, you know what I mean? Because our whole life is just a journey. But we're just going to call it step 1. We were in step negatives, now we're at step 1. I want to let you guys know it's going to take a long time to get to where you need to be for step 1. And you know what's funny? This may not even be my step 1, people. 6 months from now, I could have failed myself, or 6 months from now, my dreams are just gonna get a lot bigger. But for right now, they seem like up here to me. But really, hopefully, it's just like here. You know what I mean? Hopefully, my dreams get bigger. But as of right now, these are what my goals are and what I hope to achieve before I'm 21. So we're gonna skip to the checklist. As you guys can see, I've divided my goals up into 5 sections. I won't be reading through every single goal, but you can pause it at the end if you'd like to see each one. I'll just be reading the top ones for each section. So for mental health, I really want to learn how to control my emotions because I think that they have more control over me than I do them, which definitely has caused some issues in my life so far. And the next section is spirituality. My top goals are learning about chakras and yoga. I just think these will help me become more grounded in my life. And next is going to be physical health. I don't think people should worry about the scale so much, but because I am so overweight right now, I would like to at least lose 20 pounds and then just kind of see what happens from there. Next, for enjoying life, my top goal is to become more secure with myself. I just want to know who I am more and be confident with that. Next is personality. One of my biggest character traits is that I worry. I am a worrier, and it's something that I don't want to carry into 21. I just want to go with the flow a bit more and trust in the universe and in God. And next I had to do a random section because there's a couple things I wasn't sure where it fit in at, like going zero waste. Okay, so as you guys can see, that's a lot of goals, and they're not obviously lose weight because I don't know how we got here. I'm just as shocked as you guys. So lose weight, the basic stuff, but there's other stuff on there like character things that I want to change. And, some of these goals may not happen because as much as I may want it, God may not want it for me. The universe may be conspiring against me. I don't know. So it could just be like, it's not your time, child. And there's nothing I can do about it. But I hope that a lot of these I fix and is in my control as much as possible. Okay? So hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hopefully you guys stick along, It's best to stick along by subscribing, hitting that like button, maybe that notification. I think that's what everybody does. And you guys will be able to see how I'm changing my life. Maybe it could change your life with me. I forgot to end that properly, so goodbye.